matchup between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Okay, ready?
On second down, Cook. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 44. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
DJ Reader there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Room here to run. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 19. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11, Thomas. 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game.
Here we go.
But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
11.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
47 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got it.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 14. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They run again on 1st down. Cook, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves him with 3rd and just a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. He's not going to get there. That one could be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
11 empty, 11 empty.
Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
12.
Now Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals at 9-5 now on the year. They're coming feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and the receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Good set.
From the 27, Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Harris racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
11 Thomas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football,
you're under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Mixon will get it to start the second half.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Here we go.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Dashing through the snow. Touchdown, Houston. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Texans 14, Bengals nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Under pressure, they got him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're going to look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confident.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Cook is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 MT.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Here's Cook again.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Cook up the gut. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
117 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A give. This is Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They start the drive with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring. Defense in this one, and even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And some room to maneuver. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Here we go.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And they take a knee. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
130 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Houston, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations.